What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm here to bring you my predictions video for this week's game versus Minnesota. First of all, I'm glad to see that football is back. Um, I did want to make a video, never did get around to it about my thoughts about this season as a whole, but I'm glad that football is back and glad that the Big Ten is back. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this upcoming game versus Minnesota. Do you think that Michigan's going to win? Do you think we're going to lose? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Anyways, getting on to the video. Just wanted to give you my thoughts and my predictions as far as what I think will be needed in order for Michigan to be successful versus Minnesota. Straight out the bat, I'm going to start with offense. Obviously, this game is going to be a coming out party for Joe Milton, so it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to fare in his very first game as being the man, being the starter. It's one thing to come in the third or fourth quarter, get a few reps, um, do what you do then in garbage time. There's another thing to know that everything is on your shoulders. So there's a certain amount of pressure that comes with being named the starting quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how well he fares in his very first start. Whether he's going to be nervous, whether he's going to come out blazing like a pro. I'm interested to see how well he's going to do. Next part that's going to be very interesting, which is definitely related to Joe Milton, is how this offensive line is going to fare. Only one starter returning back. It's going to be interesting to see how much work they put in and how cohesive they are as a unit in protecting Joe Milton. Because, let's face it, if there's holes in that offensive line, it's not going to matter how good Joe Milton is if he doesn't have the time to throw the football. And it's not going to matter how good we think we are in the running back position if the offensive line can't block and get holes for the running backs to go through. So that is going to be very key, how good these guys are. They haven't had a lot of time to really gel as a unit. So this game is going to be really interesting. Those are my key things that I think is going to be interesting as far as on the offense goes. Wide receiver wise, I think we're all right. The news coming down that Nico Collins is no longer with the team is kind of disappointing, but I guess it's just next man up. Personally, I think that I know he said that he made a quote-unquote business decision. Whatever he feels is best for him, good luck with that. Personally, I think that he didn't make the right business decision. Just because, from a standpoint of, when the scouts and everyone, the GMs or whatever, when they look and they have to choose who they want to draft as far as a wide receiver goes, more than likely, if they want to go to the tape, they're going to look and see, the most recent tape. They're not going to go back to a guy that played a year ago and hasn't played in like a year to determine, where they're going to be drafted. Now, I've been seeing places where they say that he's going to go in the first round, but maybe that might be the case, but more than likely, these guys that decided to put in the work this year from other teams may be more likely to get drafted before him, and it'll cause his draft stock to go down. So I wish him luck. I wish him the best. I still think that he's going to get drafted pretty high, but he may get knocked down a few notches just from not playing this year. I mean, it's not as devastating as a decision as Ambry Thomas made, but I still think it's going to hurt him. So moving on to the defense, this is another thing. The defensive line. I think the defensive line is solid. Really, the front seven I think is going to be very solid this year. Uh, but this is going to be probably the most important uh, as far as the positions go on defense. And here's why. Um, I've always said that in order to get, the victory, in order to win, you got to win in the trenches. And winning in the trenches usually means winning your defensive line, getting pressure on their quarterback, and your offensive line protecting your quarterback. So, for Michigan's defensive line, they have to be able to get home and pressure the quarterback for this game. And the main reason why is because I think, at least, especially for this first game, um, probably for the season as a whole, the secondary can and may be kind of suspect. It might be like the weakest part of their defense, and what can hide a okay or so secondary is to be able to get pressure on the quarterback and not give him enough time to be able to find open receivers. Um, that's usually, that's been the staple of Don Brown's defense, but also been one of the biggest weaknesses of his defense is it kind of hides um, some of the weaknesses in the secondary, because out the gate playing weaker teams, it doesn't show because you're getting to the quarterback, getting pressure, sacking the quarterback, and it doesn't really put your defense out there like that, because it makes them look better than they are because of not being able to get any timing or cohesiveness. But if you can't rush the quarterback, especially if you can't rush with your front four, it's going to show all types of holes in your secondary and in your coverage. So hopefully we're able to get home with just the defensive line, resist from blitzing like crazy and just trust the coverage. It'll be interesting to see what Don Brown does this year, whether he still sticks with man-to-man, leaving his guys on islands, or if he plays a little bit more zone. I'm thinking that with this inexperience at cornerback for this season, and not really any one guy that you could say is a shutdown corner or top-notch corner, that he may play a little bit more zone to try and make up for that. Less man-to-man coverage, less leaving his guys on islands, and more playing a zone and trying to get to the quarterback by rushing four, or maybe sending one and doing like a zone blitz. So hopefully and prayerfully, the defensive line will be much better. Especially last year, I think that it was just lacking in pressure, and against the lesser teams, against the teams that we should beat, it's not that big of a deal. But when you get against the better teams, like Ohio State and whoever we may play in a bowl game or whatever the case may be, it really shows. And there's no way that we're gonna win. If we keep doing, it's insanity. We just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Now, credit to Don Brown, he did make some changes. Last year he did make a change to try and limit the crossing pattern, which he did, but it still didn't matter. We still got annihilated. But I see our defense playing a little bit more zone, trying to cover up for the lack of experience on our cornerbacks. So, as far as my prediction for the game goes, I'm kind of nervous about this game. And the reason why is it's a night game, it's an away game, and it's versus a ranked team. So, especially in the Harbaugh era, those are recipes for disaster. So I'm kind of nervous about this game. Um, it's going to be a nationally televised game as well. So I don't know, man. To be honest, this has the feeling of the first year that Harbaugh came in his first game versus Utah. That's the feeling that I get about this game. The same type of feeling that it's going to be that type of game. Hopefully not the same result, but traditionally Michigan just hasn't, especially under Harbaugh, just hasn't got it done in these night away games, especially against ranked opponents. So we're just gonna have to see what happens with that. I think it's gonna be a close game. Both teams trying to really get everything going, and working out the wrinkles, dusting off all the cobwebs from all the stuff that they haven't been able to practice for. So it might be a sloppy game because it's the first game. So I see it being a very close game, and I'm predicting 24-20 Michigan. No, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare, especially Joe Milton, how he's going to fare on the road in this first game, and how he's going to handle the pressure of being the guy. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Do you think that we're going to win? Do you think that Joe Milton's going to do really well, or is he going to struggle in his first game? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel out and helps my channel to grow. Definitely share this video with as many people as possible, and help to get the video out there. And if you like my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get this channel to grow as much as possible. And, if you like the content, you like Michigan content, this is the place to come. Expect a video like this, and on Saturday after the game is over, I'll always have my analysis and takeaways video where I break down the game itself and what I saw and why I felt certain things happened and things of that nature. So anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.